Hi again, everyone. I wanted to let you know how to set up your noodletools account. This account is for you for organizing and citing your sources when doing research. So first step will be to log in. Well, first step is go to noodletools right here. We also have step-by-step instructions down here in the Media Center, so feel free to come down and grab them if you need them. Go ahead and log in. Your login is, you're going to log in with the Google Suite. Anne Arundel County has paid for your account, so it's important that you sign in using this side of the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So it's your student ID number at aacps.org. Sign in with Google. You're going to need to do that 2 more times in order for it to authenticate. That's 1 time. And the last time you're going to add your computer password. So hopefully you remember that. And then we can go ahead and get set up. So the next step is that you are creating a new account. You are not, unless you have an existing account, you don't have to worry about that for today. If you're just setting up your account for the first time, we're going to create one. So click the bubble and hit submit. You're going to change or make an adjustment to whatever school you're at. So we here are Glen High School. And whatever your year of graduation will be is what you should put in. So if you're graduating it right now, this is you're a senior, you'll be graduating in 2018. Save our profile, and then we're in. So now that we're in, let me just show you a couple things up here at the top. These are pretty much where you're going to need to go for everything, but you'll need to first create a project. So here, there's a little green button up in the top corner here. Click New Project. All right, sorry about that little hiccup. So when we hit the green button over here, we're going to create a new project. I'm going to just call this test project. That way I know to delete it later. For your English and history courses, generally speaking, you'll use MLA. For math and science, you'll use your APA format. Talk to your teachers to make sure that, especially if you're in a history course, that they don't want you to use Chicago Terbian. But generally speaking, if you're in history or English, you'll use MLA. I'm going to go ahead and do that. We are in high school, so you're going to want to make sure you use the advanced citation level. Think of these as elementary, middle, and high school. Hit submit. And now you have a project. You'll see that name is up here. It says test project in MLA style. And I just want to point out a couple of things. So up here is where you can add your research question, your thesis. There's also a link right here for Google Docs, which is pretty awesome. So this will always stay connected to this project. And you can also add students. You need to make sure it's in that student ID format. So if you're working on a project with another student and you want to create a bibliography together, make sure it is in the format of the email. These are awesome new features that everyone should probably take advantage of. If we go up to the top and I click sources, it's right up here. This is where we're actually going to create our citations. So I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. All right, so in order to cite our source, I'm going to go back here. We're going to create a new citation. And I'm going to use the databases today. So when you go into Macavia, just make sure you sign in. I'm going to find an article using one of my favorite databases. I'm going to go down here towards the bottom. These are all alphabetized. I'm going to go to World History and Context just to show you how it works. So I'm going to open this database up. And just to show you, I'm going to go ahead and just open up any article so that I could show you where the citation materials are. So up here in the top corner on these databases, you'll see citation tools. Sometimes it says cite this or cite, but most of the databases have the citations already built for you down at the bottom, and they're usually in MLA format. So I'm going to go ahead and just copy that, and I'm going to go back into my noodletools, tell it that this is a database. I'm using original content today, but if you are citing a source that's a photo or a map or something else, make sure you click on these various topics. So the magic button here is a copy and paste citation. So if the kids are using databases, or if you're using a database, go ahead and use this button, and I can paste it right in the box and hit submit, and it will show up right here along with a link um, to the article. So that's always really helpful to have that link along with the citation so that you can go back to it. Next here is a feature that most students might enjoy, but they might not. Their teachers might actually have them work on something else for notes. But all they do is create a note card, and the only feature I want to mention is that that site that we that source that we cited is listed here. So when you create the note card, it'll be attached to that. And then this is our Google Docs paper. So if you go to Google Docs, if you just click paper, that'll be the document that was originally in the dashboard that was sitting right here. So just to review, you go to your projects. Your dashboard is your control panel, which allows you to go to your Google Docs, and it also allows you to add students. The sources is for the actual resources that we use and citing them appropriately. I'd recommend that you use the MacAvia databases. And then there's note cards to help the students keep themselves organized. And it'll look just like this, but it'll have more details in it. Um, and that's about it. Hopefully this helps get the kids set for their accounts. Um, if you have any other questions, I imagine you should go to the Media Center. The school librarian will be there for you if you need any help.